If you've ever tried to park at an Orange County beach, you know that feeling. That endless circling, trying to figure out the confusing signs, and then you see the price. So in this explainer, we are going to break down the entire frustrating system. By the end of this, you'll have a rock-solid strategy to save you time, money, and a whole lot of stress.
Okay, let's dive right in. First, we're going to bust the biggest myth about beach parking out there. Then, I'm going to show you the single most valuable pass you can possibly own. After that, we'll get into the secret two-part combo that locals use, and finally, we'll put it all together into a custom plan you can literally use this weekend. All right, first things first, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and tackle the one question that messes with everybody trying to park along the OC coast.
We have all been there. You're planning your day, right? Maybe you're heading to Huntington, maybe down to Dana Point, and you think to yourself, surely there's just one pass I can buy for all of them, right? One simple pass?
And the answer, the short, simple, and incredibly frustrating answer is nope. There is no single golden ticket for OC beach parking. And honestly, just accepting that one fact is the first real step to outsmarting the whole system. So why is it so complicated? Well, here's the thing you have to understand. The entire coastline is basically carved up and controlled by three completely different groups. You've got California State Parks, you've got Orange County Parks, and then each individual city, Newport, Huntington, Laguna, they're all running their own show. That right there is the root of all the parking chaos. But hey, don't worry, it is not a hopeless situation. And that brings us to Section 2, where I'm going to introduce you to the hero of this story, the single most powerful tool you can have in your beach-going arsenal. And here it is. For around $195 a year, you can get the annual California State Parks Pass. And let me tell you, this thing is your main weapon in the fight against parking headaches. And the value is just incredible. This one pass gets you into some of the absolute A-list beaches in the OC. Huntington State, Bolsa Chica, the gorgeous Crystal Cove, and Doheny down in Dana Point. I mean, think about it. With daily parking hitting 15, sometimes even 20 bucks a pop, this pass literally pays for itself in about 10 visits. It's a no-brainer. But, and you really need to hear this part, here is the catch. This is a state parks pass. That means it will not work at city-run lots, like the ones right by the Newport Beach Pier or that main drag in Huntington Beach. Nope. Understanding that limitation is absolutely crucial. So now that we know the state pass isn't the whole story, let's jump into Section 3 and start to think like a local. Because the real secret isn't about finding one perfect pass. It's about building the smartest combination of two. And it's really a simple two-step process. First, you start with that state parks pass we just talked about. That's your foundation. Then you add a second, much cheaper pass to fill in the most critical gaps. And that second pass is the OC Parks Pass. For about 55 bucks a year, this gets you into the county-operated beaches. Its star player is the incredible Salt Creek Beach in Dana Point, which is not covered by the State Pass. This is a small investment that gives you a huge strategic gain. So, let's put it all together in Section 4. We're going to create a custom plan. Let's imagine you're someone who likes to hop between Huntington, Laguna, and Dana Point, and we'll see exactly how this two-pass strategy saves you money in the real world. This table lays it all out perfectly. As you can see, your State Pass covers Huntington and parts of Dana Point. Your OC Parks Pass adds the amazing Salt Creek. Now look at that total. For about 250 bucks a year, you've just covered 80 to 90% of your potential beach trips. The only real gap left is Laguna. Which brings us to Laguna Beach. In the world of OC parking passes, this beautiful city is, well, let's just call it the problem child. It plays by its own set of rules. And this right here shows you why. Neither your State Parks Pass nor your OC Parks Pass will work in the main city-run lots and metered spots. Laguna's system is built around hourly meters. We're talking about $2.50 an hour, and permits that really just favor residents. So you need a totally different approach. So here's the locals playbook for Laguna. First, you hunt for free parking on the neighborhood streets away from the coast. Or you park inland and use the fantastic free trolley system to get down to the main beaches. And you only, and I mean only, pay that hourly meter rate when you absolutely have to. And here are just a few final pro hacks to lock it all in. In Huntington, make the state beach your default. Same sand, same ocean, but free with your pass. In Laguna, embrace the trolley. It is a game changer. And remember, the timing is everything. A lot of those meters become free after a certain time in the evening. So let's just put it all together. The big takeaway is this. Stop looking for that one universal pass, because it simply does not exist.
Instead, you build the combo, state plus OC Parks, for the best possible coverage. And for that last piece of the puzzle, Laguna, you just have to accept that sometimes paying a meter is part of the deal. And you know what? That's okay.
So now that you have the framework, the final question is really for you. Based on the beaches you visit the most, what's your perfect combo going to be? Think about it, build your strategy, and I promise, you'll never look at a beach parking lot the same way again.